Welcome to our new series of interviews with Father Bob. The teenagers of St. Peter Parish will be interviewing Father Bob every month, asking him questions that have been on their minds. Stay tuned each month for a new video. Here is the next of many interviews to come.
So, Father Bob, do we have to be baptized to get to heaven?
Well, that's a good question, and it's actually been talked about in the church throughout the centuries. Jesus said, preach the gospel to every creature. Those who are baptized, those who believe and are baptized will be saved. Those who do not believe will be condemned. And it's a very kind of clear statement. Baptism is the ordinary way we receive grace, God's life in us, and it's God's life that saves us. And so yeah, it is very essential to be baptized. It's not something that's optional. But of course, the other hand, what happens to those who aren't baptized, perhaps through no fault of their own? A baby that's born before a priest or someone, anybody can baptize in an emergency, before someone baptizes the child, do they automatically get excluded from the life of heaven? Well, the church had this theology called limbo, a place where there would be, peace and bliss, but not quite in the presence of God. It's never been officially a teaching of the church, and actually in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, you can't really find limbo in there. It's not in there. So, so most people would say that if you're innocent, God would make a way that you could have the grace of Christ and be saved. What about those who let's say, are old enough to make judgments and decisions on their own, but aren't baptized? Well, again, only God knows our hearts. There are some people who aren't baptized, but they've never heard of Jesus, and they've lived according to their conscience as best they can, and God's mercy would supply. That's in the Second Vatican Council. We also say, though, that oftentimes people don't always follow their conscience, and they are not innocent, even if they've not been baptized. They can still be. What happens there? Well, they may, as the council says, be deceived by the devil, love the creature more than the Creator, and not, receive God's grace. And so it's an impetus. It's a challenge for us to continue to proclaim Jesus to the ends of the earth, so that people can believe and be baptized and be on the way to heaven. So it's essential. God can make a way for those who aren't, but we need to do our job. How's that?
Okay. And Father, when you do die and your soul is up in heaven, are you going to miss your mustache?
Am I going to miss my mustache? The simple answer is no. I'm hoping to be wrapped in the loving arms of God forever, and I won't be too worried about my mustache. I probably won't miss trimming, I know that.